Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 24 minutes before 11 o'clock. If you're visiting Florida from up north, you've probably been to the beach already. But if you live here, you probably won't go to the beach until tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day of the year that we see 90 on the forecast. I think those who visit us, right, go to the beach even if it's 50 out there, right?
Oh, sure they do. They're wonderful.
But when you live here, you wait till it gets to the 90 mark, and it's going to happen this weekend. So you want to bring a good book with you to the beach? We got one. It is called Battle of Winter's Edge because, well, we kind of are on the edge of winter right now. Derrien Relyea, and I hope I'm saying her name right. She's on the phone. She's an occupational therapist, a physical therapist, and she absolutely is an amazing author. Battle of Winter's Edge. Failure is not an option. It's a fantasy novel. It's the fourth book in the Dark Legends series. Derrien, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you calling from?
I'm in Oklahoma, and our pollen count is so bad. I'm so sorry.
Your pollen count is bad. You didn't get any of that snow, did you, that we heard about? No, you don't get springtime snow?
No. I'm in the middle, but way up northwest they did. Around the Panhandle, they do get snow like this late.
Yeah, we heard some snow stories this morning. So tell me about Battle of Winter's Edge. I love the title, and it sounds like a really great story.
It is written as a flashback. When the second in command, whose name is Storm, and she is the sister of the battle commander of the dragon clan, she finds herself and her dragon partner mist in the green within the void, which is the space separating one side of the veil from the other. But she doesn't know how they got there. Obviously they died, but she doesn't know what happened. So she thinks Mistin blocks her memories of the past winter, and she absolutely refuses to budge, demanding to know what happened, or to return to the fight where they were killed to try to survive using the magical healing they share. But Mistin made a promise, so he has to take time to convince her that they have to continue and not stay. So this is a prophecy set up. Storm had a prophecy that she heard, and she has to interpret it correctly, or everyone's lives are forfeit. That's what it's about, basically. For the fourth book. Wow.
So how do you write this and not get pulled in as the reader? I mean, as the writer, because obviously we as readers get pulled into the story. Does it suck you in as well as you're writing it?
Oh, I am totally involved in my stories. I think about them most of the time, except when I'm actually working with my patients. The characters talk to me all the time. I have an app on my phone where I write notes and I send email to myself, and I have an audio app. Yes, getting sucked in, absolutely. I'm very excited about the stories. It doesn't have an end. It just keeps going. They keep talking to me.
And you have the dialogue that is ever present in your book with the way they would speak and not just ordinary.
That's a very good question. No one has asked me that yet. Yes, I hear my characters with an accent, and it's a different story. It's in the future, basically. It's a post-apocalyptic society, medieval society, but yes, they have an accent. The problem is that the accent I hear is probably too thick to write completely. No one would be able to read it, so I went ahead and just put in sprinklings of things to remind people that they're reading about a different society and a different world.
Oh, wow, that is interesting. That Mark Twain did that kind of thing, too. He would write with dialect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and I remember as a kid stumbling over it a little bit, trying to read the Mark Twain, the accent that he would put into his characters.
You had a good relationship with your dad.
Absolutely. My father was my hero, and he was so brilliant. He was such a a creative inspiration to me, that he actually inspired the battle commander of the Dragon Clan, Griffin, in my stories. He was the inspiration for that character.
So in writing the book, this is the fourth in the series?
Yes, it is. The first book was The Black War Begins. The second book is Death of Life. Number 3 is Search for the Weird Rich. And this is number 4. I'm currently working on the 5th book in the series, The Fangs of Solvingar.
And you are probably more of a blessing to your patients than you know, because you have unique insights through the development of your characters that you would be able to help them with your therapy.
I think that my passions are divided between being a good therapist, trying to help people, and writing. Yes, and I thank you for that. That's very nice.
Does the compassion that obviously led you in the direction of being a therapist, does that compassion also find itself in your writing? Maybe not all the characters, but do you coddle some characters more than you do others?
That's a good question, too. Absolutely, I do. I see myself in Doc, but I also see myself in Storm, her younger sister. I also see myself in her youngest sibling, Freya. I have characteristics of all of them. And yes, you have to be compassionate, but you have to also be responsible, and it can be a delicate wire to walk.
Well, your female characters, even though they are heroines and warriors, they still retain their femininity about them.
I do. I think women should be women and men should be men. I'm very strong on that, but it doesn't mean that you can't try to do something. You can cross over the line. So the warriors of the Dragon Clan are both men and women. They are highly trained, very skilled, and very good at what they do, the best of the best. They take advantage of what they do best and what they can do best. But yes, the men are men and the women are the women, and they work very well together. They complement each other.
And they still have that emotional vulnerability, though. So, I mean, the reader really feels for the characters.
Absolutely. And they are young. Storm in this story is only, at the beginning of the story, only reached 20 winters of her life. So the flashback is over. She took the life bond at 16. So she's very young, and the decisions she must make, and her sister Dark is only a winter older, the decisions they must make are difficult ones at best, yes.
Tell me about the owl. What's the role of the owl?
The owl, and this is a spoiler alert, the owl is Corbin the Fae. And Corbin, the Fae are shifters. They can become anything. Corbin is, his preferred shift is the Raven, and he is known as Corbin the Raven. But as the Raven, he could not carry the bundle he is seen carrying. He wouldn't have been strong enough. So he chose the Snowy Owl to do this. But it also has a reference. It's a reference to spiritualities. The spirit of what he's carrying, why he's carrying it, is reflected in the imagery of the Snowy Owl.
Derrien, Relyea, is your last name pronounced Relyea? Relyea. Relyea. Okay, Relyea. I have a copy of Derrien's book. It's called Battle of Winter's Edge. If you would like the copy that was sent to us, call me right now, 622-9622, and I'll pick a caller at random and just leave it here for you at the station. I found it on Amazon. Do you have a different website you'd like to direct us to?
TheDragonWarrior.com. That's my website.
Oh, that's cool. TheDragonWarrior.com. All right, let me give this one away. Pick 2, 1, 2, 3. Good morning. You've got the book. Who's this?
Vernon.
Vern, you got it. The book will be waiting for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Derrien, thank you for taking time to be with us today.
I have so enjoyed it. Thank you very much for having me.
You are welcome. We will take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Dad?
He got stuck in a long line at the store.
Well, then how come you're home already?
Because I went to Honey Baked Ham early to reserve my spiral cut glazed